The BJP-led centre today announced that former Prime Ministers P.V. Narasimha Rao and Charan Singh and scientist Dr. M.S. Swaminathan will be conferred with the Bharat Ratna. But what's interesting to note here is that the BJP has conferred the most prestigious award of India on two towering personalities of South India. Hello and welcome to India Today SoSouth. Today I'm going to focus on the politics behind the BJP's South Bharat Ratna push, and is there more than what meets the eye in this development? P.V. Narasimha Rao was a towering Congress leader in undivided Andhra Pradesh, and Dr. Mankombu Sambasivan Swaminathan hailed from Kumbakonam in Tamil Nadu. The development comes as the BJP looks to expand its footprint in the south, with the party virtually saturated in the northern states in terms of Lok Sabha seats. The BJP is focusing on bagging a large chunk of seats in South India, in Telangana and Andhra Pradesh, where it is likely to form an alliance with Chandrababu's TDP and Pawan Kalyan's Jan Sena party. Now, before we move on to the discussion, let's take a look at the reaction of P.V. Narasimha's daughter, Surabhi Vani Devi. We'll just get you the reaction in a second. Yeah.
Any Indian citizen, because everyone is because this is a great recognition, if you sincerely work, ये time नहीं होता, ये आजकल का ये नहीं चलता. No, you can also work hard and do sincere work. Definitely, people will recognize one day than the other. This is the great happy moment that central government has announced. Modi gar announced Bharat Ratna to PV gar. This is a great recognition. I am so happy.
All right. That was the reaction by Devi. She is also a BRS MLC, and she also mentioned that the honor for her father was a little delayed and did not hold back on, and also very specifically mentioned PM Modi. Now, to discuss more about this, I'm joined in by Sumant Raman, who is a senior political analyst from Tamil Nadu. Welcome, Sumant Raman, to the show.
Thank you for having me.
So, my question first of all is for why this honor was chosen for P.V. Narasimha Rao. Despite being one of the key figures in India's economic revival, his disconnect with the Gandhi family is a well-known fact. So, and also it's that outside attack that I want to talk about, which is something that cannot be forgotten. So, how much of this is politics? And how much is it a matter of mere honor for a big personality from Andhra Pradesh? How do you perceive it, Sumant?
Yeah, among the three announcements today, two of them are basically political awards. As far as Professor M.S. Swaminathan is concerned, that I don't think that's a political award. I think that he's been recognized the world over for the outstanding work and the work that he's done on the Green Revolution in India. So let's leave him aside. But as far as Mr. P.V. Narasimha Rao or Chaudhary Charan Singh are concerned, definitely Mr. Rao, the award to him embarrasses the Congress party. For 10 years in power, between 2004 and 2014, the UPA did not recognize this gentleman. In fact, when former Prime Minister Rao died, his body was not allowed to be kept inside the Congress headquarters. So I think that the award to Rao, which I personally feel is well deserved because he is the architect of the liberalization. Even though Dr. Manmohan Singh may have implemented it, it was the political backing given by Prime Minister Rao that allowed Dr. Manmohan Singh to do that. So I think that it's a deserved award. But my concern also is that somewhere I did see the circular which says that only 3 Bharat Ratnas can be given in 1 year. And we've already had Karpuri Thakur, we already have L.K. Advani, and now we have 3 more. So I don't even know whether it is legally permissible to give 5 awards and 5 Bharat Ratnas in 1 year. So that is something that we've got to have it figured out. I'm sure somebody will go to court and ask this question. Yes. As far as Chaudhary Charan Singh is concerned, I think it's clearly a political move. It is aimed at the Jat vote. Yes. And it is also partly aimed at RLD and getting his grandson Jayan Chaudhary to sign up with the NDA, which he has promptly done today. Saying how could he refuse after the Bharat Ratna has been given for his grandfather. So I think that these two are entirely political awards, though in Mr. Rao's case, I think it is overdue.
All right, Sumant. But there, the way I see it, there also seems to be like a couple of there are twin messages here. It's a way of also showing that the South matters, and that if we have to check on that if it's a breach of protocol in awarding 5 Bharat Ratnas this time around, and including 2 personalities from South India in this. So, do you see that messaging in awarding these 2 Bharat Ratna awards to both Swaminathan and PV Narasimha Rao in an effort to crack the South, given that they are talking about 400 par, and we also did this Mood of the Nation survey, which indicates that BJP or the NDA as it is not really going to improve its tally in southern India. So, is this a way of looking at it from that angle as well?
Not really. I think, look, Bharat Ratna was given to Karpuri Thakur and Mr. L.K. Advani, who are not from the South. So, and today also Chaudhry Charan Singh is not from the South. So, 2 awards going to the South, and one of them, I think, Professor M.S. Swaminathan is not a person who is of mass popularity, though the work that he did was immense. So I don't see any political gain for BJP by giving a Bharat Ratna to Professor M.S. Swaminathan. So effectively, yes, Mr. Rao, but I think it is not so much to sort of woo the South as it is to embarrass the Congress party. So I think that that's what it is, because today the question everybody is asking is, what did you guys do to honor him? After all, he was part of your party and he was your prime minister. What did you do to honor him? So I think that is more a kind of way to embarrass the Congress rather than woo the South.
Yeah. The reason I ask about the politics within awarding these Bharat Ratna awards is basically the BJP's messaging seems to be clear in one way. Anyone who's not part of the Nehru Gandhi family is not recognized or given importance, is the kind of messaging. And we've seen this NDA government being in power. Sardar Patel, Pranab Mukherjee, Subhash Chandra Bose are the names that Modi has often referred to as well. So, and the disconnect with PV Narasimha Rao is very well known. And we know that story of his mortal remains not being taken inside the Congress headquarters. And even to this date, there's no special honors that is part of their website or anything regarding Narasimha Rao. So, given that the Congress is actually, from our projections at least, is projected to do pretty well in Telangana and in Andhra Pradesh, maybe not so well. So, is this a way to look at, counteracting the sort of disrespect toward the former Prime Minister and gaining political mileage out of it?
First of all, I don't believe that this is going to have a huge electoral impact. Whether in Telangana or whether in Andhra Pradesh, I don't see the fact that Bharat Ratna has been given to PVN Rao is going to have such a huge impact. No. The Prime Minister has some kind of a obsession with the Congress party. Because you see, even 2 days ago in the Parliament, almost the entire speech was Congress, 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 Congress. Nehru did this, Nehru did that, Nehru didn't do this. So there is some, and of course, there is some kind of hatred for the Gandhi family there. So that comes out, and I see this more as, like I said, as something to embarrass the Congress party rather than, woo anybody or look at appealing to the Telangana voter or the Andhra voter. I don't see that in this gesture at all.
So the way you see it, it's more about disrespecting or continuing the trend of disrespecting the Gandhi family and the
I wouldn't
Congress
say
more than looking for
disrespecting. I would
electoral
say
gains.
putting them down, showing them off.
With this
I
award is
wouldn't
what
say
you're saying. Now
I won't say
also,
disrespect.
Sumant, wouldn't you say that these awards, especially Swaminathan, is a very well deserved one, but also quite delayed in some ways, if you have to look at it.
Yeah. Professor M.S. Swaminathan, yes, he passed away only a few months ago. So, in that sense, and he did live for well over 90 years. So, there was plenty of time to have honored him. That applies to both governments, but in his case, at least better late than never. So he has done outstanding work for the country, and certainly I don't think there can be two opinions on the fact that he deserves this award. So I don't see that as a controversial thing. Yes, perhaps it could have been given a few years earlier, but when he was alive, but whatever, it's at least been given now. In fact, both his wife and he passed away in the last 2-3 years.
Yes. Definitely. So thank you so much, Mr. Sumant Raman, for joining us on this discussion. The point of view taken here is basically the Bharat Ratna Award for a posthumous Bharat Ratna Award for PV Narasimha Rao and Swaminathan, especially in terms of PV Narasimha Rao, is to be looked at more as a dig on the Congress and the Gandhi family, not merely for electoral gains. And in continuing with the trend is the observation made by our expert here. So thank you so much, Sumant, for India Today.
Thank you.
This is
Thank you.
Gautam Shankar.
Yeah.